Hey beautiful people, my name's Kristen. Thank you for taking some time, stopping by my channel. Want to talk just a little bit about hair. It is phase 2 in Virginia. It is totally open in several states of the country, and you probably had a hard time getting to the salons because they were closed. Mine just opened yesterday, and so it's kind of a new choice, right? We get to decide what we're going to do when we go back to the salons. And if I have been transitioning my hair since December of 2018, and I decided I was ready for natural colored hair, but not necessarily short hair. But I never intended it to get quite this long. I was getting it trimmed every 3 months, just trimming off the ends. And I had a hair appointment on March 23rd, but March 13th started our shutdown here. And so I canceled my appointment like a good girl because it wasn't mandated at that time, but it was suggested, of course. And then it became mandated that you could not. And I thought, you know, it was going to be a 2-week wait, and now it's been 2.5 months. So it's been about 6 months now since I have had any kind of trim, so I'm ready to cut it off to my shoulders, maybe even a little shorter, we will see. But that means that it's a little bit darker under my bottom layers, but when I cut it to here, all this will definitely be natural colored hair. On top, it's going to still have some of the dye, kind of that calico cat look is what I call it, but it'll be fun to see that. It's a fun transition. You have to decide if you are ready. And if you've just started doing this during quarantine, you're about at the 3-month mark, and that's progress. That is really good, y'all. You can start to see a glimmer and hope of exactly the beauty that is your natural hair, but you can't see it fully. It's really around 6 months, maybe a little more, that it's grown out enough that you can get a good glimpse. Plus, it even will change texture on you. So if you can handle it, I strongly encourage you to stick it out and, you know, just say, you know what, this has provided an opportunity just to see. You can always dye it back again later if you want, right? But, you know, it's just up to a personal preference of when you're ready and when you're, you know, wanting to do that. But more and more women, I'm 50, but, you know, there are more and more women in their 40s, 30s that are embracing their natural gray, and it looks great. I think it's just really beautiful. That's a personal preference, but I think that a lot of women who dye their hair, it's a beautiful, gorgeous color. And actually, when I dyed my hair, I thought the color was great. It's just, it lasted for such a short amount of time. It was just, it's a lot. It's just a lot. Now, I do have to share a quick funny story before I get my hair cut next week, which I will also vlog and do a before and after for you for the dramatic effect. So if you want to stick around, please like and subscribe. But here's a funny story. So, you know, all this time at home, we've been outside doing yard work, and we've been taking out some old scraggly bushes and some trees that were really at the end of their life. And we were making a huge, like, brush pile. And we started taking it to the dump when we realized, oh my gosh, this is so much. We're just gonna put them in our fire pit. And we looked up the fire laws or whatever, and be between certain hours and, you know, with a water source and blah, blah, blah. So we said, we're gonna have a bonfire. We're gonna make s'mores. We're gonna burn all this brush. And so for about 4 to 5 hours, we burned all the old dead landscaping of our property, and it was kind of fun. And I was fearless, just raking and picking up the, you know, little twigs that would break off and getting them back in the fire. And all of a sudden I realized I hadn't pulled my hair back, and my hair had gone over the flames so much that my hair was singed. I had totally singed my hair. And you know, it felt like that almost plastic brittle, and I was like, oh my gosh, I mean, I'm meaning to cut it off, but I can't anytime soon, right? So this is about 2 weeks ago now. So I got this little It's a 10 hair mask treatment, and I had never used this before, and it's so good. I used the whole bottle. I used it in 3 different settings, just major, just left it on, you know, 15-20 minutes, and rinsed it off, and this saved my hair. So it's still not in great shape. It has split ends. It hasn't been trimmed in 6 months, and now I've singed it literally with fire. But I'm going to go get a cut next week, so stay tuned for that. And I just want to encourage you, wherever you're on your journey, just figure out what works for you, embrace it. You will find people who support you. You'll find people that probably are a little skeptical, but I bet you win them over. I bet when you are done, they say, I was wrong. You look awesome. You have an awesome, super blessed day. Take care, and I will catch y'all soon.